it's been a minute, but I'm super excited to be back here and to give you some updates on what I've been doing this quarantine season. So the first thing I did during quarantine season was I released some anger. I'm not gonna lie, for those that have been following me for a while, you know that there was a situation. I'm not gonna give you all the details, but there's a situation with a family member and my feelings were extremely hurt and I did not deal with the situation at all. I literally put it in a closet or whatever and did not deal with it. I avoided the person at all costs and I just refused to have a conversation. I refused to move forward. I just acted like the person didn't exist. When I moved into my own space, I was able to really breathe for the first time since the situation, and I've let go of a lot of just built up anger and like stuff. Right before the quarantine, I had my first life coach session and I was able to go ahead and finish out the homework. So the homework was for me to write a letter using all the curse words I wanted. All the words, all the things that I want to say to that person, letting them know how they made me feel, but that they didn't break me, and then also making it so that I would burn it. The goal wasn't to give them the letter, the goal was a release, so it was like I told them, but I didn't tell them. And then I burned it. It was calming, it was great, and since then I've been good. Now it's at a place where I am in position to determine what that relationship looks like moving forward, and I've made it clear that what happened will never happen again, right? So that's number one. So I worked on myself. So if you got some issues that you need to work on, now is the perfect time to work on it. The telehelp is communicative. Everybody is going online. Everybody's doing Zoom or private patient portal calls, and it's amazing. So take advantage of that time. That's the first thing I did. The next thing I did is I created, and it just launched today, which is why I'm making this video, my first Amazon book is up right now. It's live. I got the notification and you can go ahead and buy it. I'm gonna put a photo right here so we can talk about all that I've done. Add some videos so you guys can see what I'm talking about, what I'm working on, but I'm super excited because this is an adult coloring book for breast cancer patients. So why did I go this route? Well, one, let's talk about January. I went to this conference called Traffic, Sales, and Profit, and there was a woman, I'm going to find her name and put it below, but she spoke, and she is an Amazon author, best-selling, has multiple books. I think she was saying that she was making like $20K a month on Amazon, and I'm just like, how do we get there? And so the thing that she says was diversify your portfolio, diversify what you're looking at. And so instead of just having one book, she has a lot of books. Instead of just only talking to one demographic, she talks to a lot of demographics. She says she has things for Black girls, she has things for white girls, she has things for white women, for Black women. Like, it's a variety of things. And so I got to thinking, and it was just a tiny bit there because I was still working with a company that had a big push for breast cancer. And so I brought it there first, like, hey, why don't we do a coloring book for breast cancer patients to go along with and help sell your existing book? And it was not well received. They did not want it. So I always had that in the back of my mind, but with life and just not enough time. Fast forward to quarantine time and we got all the time in the world. So I got to saying, you know what, I'm really gonna push this idea. I have the lady that said that this is the way to go. I'm looking at it like adult coloring books are on trend. Unfortunately, there is a growing trend in a big group of breast cancer patients and breast cancer support and breast cancer awareness, right? And so I know that if I'm super niche and I'm talking to this one target audience, even though I haven't been directly impacted, it's going to work. And because I was working with a lot of breast cancer patients and survivors, I got a chance to talk to them. And so one of the themes during our conversations was no one really talks about the time that you spend waiting. You're waiting for you to respond to breast cancer treatments. You're waiting for doctor's appointments. And sometimes what people don't talk about is the amount of time that you spend alone. And so adult coloring books and these super intricate designs are now looked at as stress relieving activities as well. So my book, it's called Adult Coloring Book for Breast Cancer Patients, 50 plus stress relieving designs. And I actually have like about 64 pages. First page is this book belongs to, and then I have my intro. But other than that, you actually have over 60 pages of books. And so I did that for like an aha moment and like a wow factor, like you thought you were getting 50 but you're really getting 10 more. And the price right now is $11.11, so $11.11, because $11.11 is supposed to be, for those that don't know, really lucky number. If you ever catch it on the clock, you're supposed to like stop and make a wish. And so I'm super excited for that. I've already gotten text messages of people showing me screenshots that they've purchased. And people are now thinking like, oh, I have someone, a mom that's going through it, or is a survivor, or such and such. So I'm just really excited that, one, this idea, God placed it on me. Two, I went to these different conferences so that I knew how to kind of expand. And now I'm just on a roll. Like now I'm focusing on creating my ebook before all of this is over so that I can really do that. Another thing that I've done is I've enrolled in the Six Figure Chick, her Digital Product Society, not masterclass, but like membership program. So far I've gotten so much information. I'm actually going to spend time later on today or tomorrow really diving into it, perfecting my copy, pushing out my stuff, continuing to email, just being consistent and pushing things out. March was a really good month for me. I'm not gonna lie. It was great YouTube wise. So it's a hello to my new subscribers. And yeah, I just wanted to dive in here and say, I hope that with everything going on, for me, I just want to show you how I've been creative in the midst of chaos, in the midst of having to be still, be home. Things change. And honestly, the pivoting to the digital products and actually having physical products and just more so like products versus the one-on-one service was my saving grace. I'm not gonna lie, you guys. The first week of lockdown, I lost a speaking engagement at a college. That was gonna be a really good moneymaker for me. I just know it was. I had the service ready, the online course and everything, and that was canceled. Another thing, I was supposed to work with an insurance person, agent, this Tuesday that I'm recording. So it's Wednesday now. I was supposed to work with them, and they canceled Monday because over the weekend they had lost some really big contracts, and now they're all trying to figure it out. But guess what? These digital content calendars were selling like hotcakes, and I was able to still make money every day. I mean, that's kind of my goal now. I want to be able to be profitable every day and grow and scale. And so I'm excited for what's going on. You will definitely see more products from me. As soon as I get these like digital products and things kind of well engined with this, then yeah, you will definitely see some sort of like beauty product from me, and definitely some clothing lines from me, because I see now. It's like the main thing is, I know that you, whatever you're doing, if you're in finance, if you're in marketing like me, if you're doing hair, whatever it is that you're doing, it's hard and you think I need to make products that are only in this niche. And that's really not the case. You really just want to make a product that is going to help a need. That's why these beauty products are doing so well, because when people buy the product, they're not buying you or your story or whatever. They're buying something that benefits them. And we all have hair, we all have skin, we all have, bodies. And so those things, regardless of what or who that person is, that creator, you don't have to buy into their teaching ways to buy their product. And so I think that more people should want to look into that as well as we get started. But for me, it's like levels. It's like, let me get this together. Let me learn these ads. let me continue to kind of do what I already know, but then there will be a big push coming soon. Like, it's all coming together, and I'm like, okay, God, I see you. And it's all because of quarantine and being able to sit still and really figure out this pivot. So I will talk to you guys in the next video. Just wanted to have a little chit chat with you, and I will see you later. Bye.